Class is in session. Video Game B School presents sniper spots on the dam. We're going to break down all the spots and give you some tips on corner shooting on the dam itself. Alright, let's do this. First up is going to be the spawn point of the building side, and it is the infamous crate here on the dam. The great thing about this spot is you can see clear across the other side of the dam, and a lot of people like to run through this area to check out the dam, and you're going to get some nice headshots. You can get some nice catwalk action as well, and you can look down into this little pathway leading from the river, and you can see the river itself right there. This is a great opening spot to run to at the beginning of the map. Like I said, you'll get some nice headshots in that area, and you can cover some dam area right here on the left side of those staircases and whatnot, and people sneaking up at the box. Of course, you're going to be vulnerable from anybody that you see. People could get you back, and of course, people could sneak up behind you if you visit this spot later on in the match. But this gets a grade B+ here at Video Game B School. The next spot, it's going to be an exotic spot. We call this a barrel spot. It's pretty much on the opposite side of the building here on the left side of the spawn A, aka the building. Now, it's going to be able to counter snipe anyone sniping on the stairs and on the other side of the stairs there. Now, this is not a great spot. I'm going to go ahead and give this a C here at Video Game B School. And the reason why I would give it a C is that this is not a great spot because you're standing on top of the barrel and people can see you, but it's going to be a great spot to mix things up. You're going to catch people coming down for that box right there in the middle. A lot of people don't suspect you from sniping here, but do not stand on the barrels too long. Just get in and out. Now, here are the vulnerable spots. Here's anyone coming around the building. You could get flanked there, and of course, anyone from behind could flank you. Once again, this is just a mix-up spot. Now, here it is, crate B on the spawn A side. It's another angle on the stairs and another angle looking at the right side of the building as well. You can catch people looking over the crates there. Now, I always recommend have Hawkeye 2 on this dam because of this stupid weather condition fog, and you're not going to be able to see anything. And here is the spots you're going to be vulnerable from the backside on this alley and of course on the other side of the alley. And we're going to go ahead and give this spot a solid C+. Don't visit too long. Now, let's go ahead and break down corner shooting for the sniper rifle. It is basically the same technique as the bow as I showed you in the corner shooting video. And someone pointed out to me that this is a great way to teach you is when you see the character drop the elbow. Let's go ahead and pull that out. You see the character drop the elbow just like that, kind of like if he's shooting it from the hip. That's when you're in corner shooting, and that's when they could barely see you. And you can corner shoot with any kind of weapon, but it's best to do with the bow and of course with the hunting rifle. Now, as you saw there, my gun was a little bit higher and I wasn't in corner shooting mode. Let's go ahead and look at these great spots here on the dam to corner shoot. Now, that's not corner shooting. That's still not corner shooting. I am too high. Now you're going to go ahead and get a little bit over to the, there it is. That is corner shooting. Notice that I'm below the elbow and it looks like I'm shooting from the hip. Look at all these great spots that you can counter here on the dam. Now you can only do it with tall objects and you have to be standing. Now here is another opportunity to corner shoot on the dam itself. It's the right side. Of course, you're going to run into a little issue here because of the outlet boxes, but it's not something you want to hard scope in. It's a counter spot. Counter corner shooting is vital for anyone being aggressive, anyone doing pop shooting, anyone sticking their head out, anyone just walking around and they don't see you, use corner shooting. But again, be careful with this little outlet box right there. You can't get a shot on. So master corner shooting, go into practice mode, go into private mode, and get your corner shooting down. You want to get in and out quickly. Now here we go is another spot. It's a little sneaky spot here on the post sign here on the spawn A. It's a great counter spot to anyone walking down the stairway, trying to get to the catwalk, anyone trying to flank your teammates on the dam. You can see a lot of passes. You can see there's a lot of shrubbery. There's a lot of forest there in your way. So you want to go ahead and get that Hawkeye 2 on. You are vulnerable from your backside for any flanks and of course on the right side. So do not visit this spot for a long time. And we're going to go ahead and give this a C+ here on Video Game B School. Now, this is a special spot as well. It's pretty much a trunk spot. Now, a lot of these spots on the dam are going to look up these stairs because there's a lot of high traffic area, and people do not suspect sniper shots to be coming down from the forest below. So you're going to go ahead and rock your Hawkeye 2 and knock them heads off. You're going to be vulnerable from the backside there. Anyone sneaking up behind you and spawning on the building side. So we're going to give this another C+ here on Video Game B School. And another nifty spot. We call this X marks the spot, and this one gets a C because it's a little bit more difficult to shoot when you're a little bit further away. But again, people do not suspect you to come from the forest and you're really far away. So this is a long range shot for you expert snipers out there. And again, you're vulnerable for anyone spawning on the spawn side, so place a bomb back there and pay attention. And this gets a C. Now, sniping from the river. Sniping from the river, I really don't recommend. There's not a lot of great angles. You're only pretty much covering the stairs and the catwalk, and you're vulnerable to all sides of the map, people coming down to get that box. So I don't recommend it, not at all. And the whole river area itself just gets a D to C minus. Let's go ahead and give that a D. Don't do it. Up next, now we're moving on to the other spawn point, the car side. And we're going to go ahead and get to on top of this car and be the counter spot to the infamous crate. Now, just like the crate on the other side, this is a great spot to run to at the beginning of the map. A lot of people are just running towards the box or just gingerly jogging along, and you could go ahead and get a shot off and using the Hawkeye 2, and it's a great spot to run to, great spot to cover the dam. You can cover the right side as well. You can look right over those concrete tubes and get some nice shot at anyone trying to flank. But of course, you're vulnerable 360 all around. So be quick, be swift, and be safe. And that way you'll survive longer here on the spot. Now here is crate B on the spawn point B side. It's another spot to counteract the infamous crate. It's pretty much the mirror opposite of the other side. You can catch people. You got to act very quickly. It's really not easy to pop heads on the side on top of the crates. So you have to work on your skill. You have to be very, your finger on the trigger. You can see people down in the forest. You can barely see through the fog. So in that first minute or so of that fog, you're not going to be able to see anybody unless you have Hawkeye 2. And you can get some nice shots because a lot of people like to just gingerly jog up the forest, and you can pop some heads off. So it's a great spot. Now here's a vulnerable spot as well, is of course behind you. The dam itself does not have a lot of friendly hard scoping maps. Now here is another crate on the other side as well, and it's a great way to counteract the people coming from the barrel side on the other spawn, as well as people doing a lot of corner shooting, or people's what's the word I'm looking for? Popping their head off from little crates, because there's a lot of standstill action on the dam sometimes, and what you want to do is make sure you're on the corner of the box and you are susceptible to any enemy fire from the backside. Oh man, look at that. God, I wish I could snipe from there. Anyway, so stand on the corner of the box and you can look down the right hallway and cover that box, and that is the crate B, essentially on the spawn side of the cars. Now this is not a sniping spot. This is just a spot in general that you can surprise people on. And you could jump on top of this box when you know someone's coming down this little alley. You could shoot them. It changes the angle. You want to mix up your game. You don't want to hang behind that box. As well as you could peek over and shoot anyone at the concrete tubes here and anyone coming from that box. So use that box to mix it up. Here is another stop here on the sniper spot. And it's on top of the stairs. It's not a glorious spot. You're pretty much out in the open. I'm going to go ahead and give this spot a... let's go ahead and give this spot a C. I'm not really feeling this spot. It's a very counter spot and covers the damn box as well. So this gets a C because you're right out in the open, and a lot of people can see you, Hawkeye, and you're vulnerable from your backside. So visit the spot briefly. Now here's the other side of the corner shooting that you could go ahead and corner shoot from this box. Remember, it has to be a box or covers where you're standing, so you can't corner shoot at the little boxes, and you have to be in a standing position. The elbow has to drop. Let's go ahead and show you examples of corner shooting. You want to practice getting in and out of it quickly, because that's what's going to separate you from being an amateur sniper to a pro sniper, and it's going to get you a lot of downs and help out your teammates when everybody's in a firefight situation. Let's go ahead and move up a little bit to the other aluminum siding here. The cover here on the dam. Great spots. A lot of traffic happens, and they see drop the elbow, and you get a little shaving of sniper area, a little alley, and that's all you need. That's all the daylight you need to get that shot. Be careful, don't hit the cover, but that's all you need. Work on it, and the more you practice, the better you're going to be, and the faster you can get into it in a crazy firefight situation. Now here's the other side of the counter. It's not a great corner shooting area because they can still see you, but you can visit there. Now here is the other sniping spot here on the dam. This little stairway right leading to the catwalk, I'm going to go ahead and give this a B+. This is a great spot to cover the river. You can get all angles, you can cover all paths. You got to rock the Hawkeye 2. You can be very dangerous from this spot because for some reason, people drop their guard when they're in the forest and in the river. And this is a great opportunity for you snipers to get those headshots and get those long-range kills. And be careful, though, because people could get at you from behind, and they, just in case, if you see them, they could see you if they're paying attention, but a lot of people don't. Now, just like the river, this spot is gonna get a D. Okay, maybe I'm being too mean. It gets a C-. I don't recommend sniping here because you're pretty much vulnerable and there's no way to cover, but you could kind of aggressively cover this box down by the river. Once again, what did I say? Use Hawkeye 2. Use it. If they counter with a Covert Train 3, be prepared to waste a lot of ammo. You can cover people coming from there as well. You got to be quick to the draw if you're going to use that spot. All right, guys, that wraps up this episode of Video Game B-School Flashcard Sniper Spots here on the Dam. And damn, don't I wish that we could go ahead and snipe from these spots. There's 2 of them on the map. Why did you do this, Naughty Dog? Why do you tease us? Thank you again for checking out this flashcard. Comment below, tell me your spots here on the Dam, and check out the links right here for other maps. All right, guys, see you guys next time, and oh yeah, peace.